Hello everybody and welcome back in the Progressive Auto Sales Arena from Sarnia, Ontario, Canada. The Sarnia Sting and the North Bay Battalion in the St. Pat's Showdown from Sarnia. A long-awaited game for a lot of Sting fans. The Sting have been struggling at home this season, looking for just one win here tonight to get them going. And they score! It's an early lead out of the gates. 1-0 already. Marco Sitchin. So Sarnia strikes first, and it comes early. Right out of the gates, the save made, and then it was knocked in by an own Battalion player, actually. Draw one back by the Sting. O'Mary sends it in here. 1-0 early, just what they ordered. Here's a pass, they score! 2-0 already. Marco Sitchin goes back-to-back, and the Sting running away early. Well, Sarnia looking good here tonight. They lead it 2-0. And it comes early here in this first period. Exactly what you want to see from this Sting lineup, who's been struggling to score on home ice tonight. It's looked a lot better. Here's Sitchich, and he was trying to go to the net. Schwent drops it back to him. Sitchich with it again. Shoots! He's stopped as it goes up into the seating here. Looks skyward, as he has 2 early goals for his team in this one. Had a great look at a possible hat trick seconds ago. Here's the draw. So the battle of the Sting and the Battalion. Here's Schwent! Stopped by Steven Sentis to hold on to that. It's been all Sting early here. And North Bay knows it. Yeah, they got to put their foot on the gas here and get something going. They've been back on their heels early. Draw one, finally something, as they have puck control. Here's Mathern to Wheelie. Van Steitzel, that was given away, had it back, or Manny, and that was turned over to Fisher. Here's Lukasz Fisher, in! Couldn't get it to go. Pass in front that came across. Wainwright. Here's Fisher, that hit a leg. Sitchich with it now. Marco Sitchich. He stopped. Bouncer right to Steven Sentis. Here's Mathern just trying to get it out here. Sting with a good attack early. Mathern. And a penalty on the play going to the Sting. North Bay to the first power play of the night. Down by 2 here early. Here's the face-off left side. One back, controlled by Christopoulos. Gave it away, and there's Cooper Way. Turned it over. Right back to Christopoulos. Here's Vale Manis, the former Sting. That one's given away, and now Kadjevich has it. And here come the Sting. Kadjevich! He stopped the rebound! Hall can't get it to go. What a chance for Carson Hall. The Sting with a good early 2-0 lead and threatening. That's what you want to see from this Sting lineup. You've been struggling on home ice, but you have a chance to bounce back for this home crowd on a special day in St. Pat's. Draw one, it's picked up and it'll go behind the nets. Theron in the corner, gave that away to Carson Hall. Hall spins it back to Fisher. Fisher looks for a lane, has it, it's stopped. Rebound, they score! Cooper Way out of midair, it's 3-0 Sting here in the first. Things happen when you put pucks to the net, and that's what the Sarnia Sting have done in this first period, and they're getting rewarded for it. 3-0. Sarnia Sting fans on their feet. It is 3-0 Sting here in the opening period. Here's Ride, and if you're the Battalion, you just want to get out of the period. By the way, that is a shorthanded goal. There's a shot blocked and a pass to Way, and this might be more trouble. As here's Cooper Way stepping in, scoring! It's 4-0. He goes back-to-back with 2 straight shorties. It's 4-0 Sting. the Sarnia Sting never go away, but here on home ice, it's been a story tonight. They lead it 5-4. Here comes Nelson going to the net. He stopped, and the rebound just slides wide. Power play coming to an end here. Daylin Moses trying to get a handle on it. Romani. Here's Romani. Sent ahead to Wakely. Pinned along the boards. Hoover gets it free to Felak. Here's Zach Felak. He'll bring it in over the line. Felak going to the net. Shooting stop. And they score! Landon Sim. It's 5-0 in the first. Well, the Sarnia Sting are routing the North Bay Battalion here in this first period on St. Pat's. It's 5-0. And this is the best first period this season for this club on home ice. You thought the best one was against the London Knights. Well, you got to look again. Look what they're doing tonight. 5-0. Save made there easily. And the pass finds Lukey, and this might be more trouble. Lukey moves in, centers it over. Just missed his teammate coming down that left side. Serzica played it out. Wrong guy. Van Stietzel is stopped. Nathan O'Mary has it. There go the Sting again. O'Mary with speed, breaking to the goal. Backhander right to DeVincentis. Plays that down to Nelson. Sim tried to find it. Here's Van Stietzel. In over the line. To the attack, the Battalion. That's knocked out. Sim trying to get it in the corner. Battalion with it again. From behind out front to Matern. That was turned over to Wainwright. Pass finds O'Mary, and here they come again. O'Mary centers it over. Given away to Wakely. Here's Romani. Turned back. Marco Sičić has it. 2 goals in this first period for Sičić. And a chance for Schwent, but can't get that to the goal. Nelson. Here's Arnsby. To Vale Manis, the former Sarnia Sting. Can't get it into the Sarnia zone. Schwent. Vale Manis with it again. Penalty coming. It's going to the Sting. As we touch up a minute 23 to go here in the first. 5-0 Sarnia. So here's the draw left side. The battle for first place continues as the Sting creep up against Cornwall. Well, they will with a win here tonight. Here's the pass for Carson Hall. 2 shorties in the game already for the Sting. Looking for 3. It's Hall! He stopped and it hit the post. Has it again, though. He won't stop. And here's Theron in his own zone to Rye. Arnsby. Seconds running down in this first period. He got by Bridgewater. Arnsby sent into the corner wide. Has it looking out front. Arnsby with it again. Spinning, centering. Here's Christopoulos. Back to Vale Manis. Tip, save, rebound, scores! It's a power play goal. With 4.2 seconds remaining in the first, Liam Arnsby breaks the shutout. It's 5-1. Well, silence rains down as the Battalion get on the board, but Sarnia coming off their biggest comeback in history in that 9-7 win against the Toronto Wildhounds last game. They were down 6-0 in that contest and won. They're up 5-1 after one today. Shot to goal in the game are 16-7 Sarnia. The hits are 4-1 North Bay. Faceoffs 8-4 North Bay, 1 for 2 on the power play. Sarnia with 2 shorthanded goals. It's 5-1 Sting after 1. Welcome into period 2 from Progressive Auto Sales Arena from Sarnia. The Sting and the Battalion ready to commence on period 2. Face-off won by the Sting. O'Mary sends it in. They'll get right back to the attack here. Here's Kai Schwent, pass in front. Nobody there, it came out. Fisher back to collect in his own end. Sent that back, but now he'll carry it through center. Up that right wing, no one stopping him. He'll go to the net. He's stopped there by DeVincentis. Now O'Mary to the net. And that's right at the equipment of DeVincentis, and he holds on to that. Well, the starting netminder for the Battalion kept in here as a test to this North Bay lineup to see how they'll respond. They did get a goal at the end of the period, but so far defending in this period as well, early on. Here's Nelson. Pass ahead, finds Romani. And a penalty on the play going to the Sting again. Tripping the call, back to the power play go the Battalion. They're 1 for 2 on the night. Here's the draw right side. One back to Mathern. Mathern looks to the goal, centers for Nelson. That's stopped by Serzicha. Bridgewater kicking it out to center. Here's Nelson with it back. Cooper Way challenging. Theron knocked back out to Way. And Cooper Way will just send in. Chased around here the far boards. Mathern to Arnsby. Here's Arnsby. Left side with speed. Centers. Velmanis. He's stopped by Serzicha, the former Sting, with a good look. Here's Cooper Way now. Stepping by, but can't get the shot. It's kept in by the Sting, however. As Carson Hall has it. Pinned, though. Kicked that free to Way. Taken back by Mathern. 10 seconds left on the power play. It's sent back into the Sarnia corner. Kadjovic. Bridgewater out of the boxes. Nathan O'Barry. And O'Barry's in to get it to 6, and he does! What a move! Nathan O'Barry gets that 1 goal back. It's 6-1 Sting. Out of the penalty box. Rewarded. Well, the Sarnia Sting back at it again. Goal number 6 on the afternoon. They scored 9 last game back in Toronto. Here's Mathern to Nelson. Pass finds Velmanis. Turned it over, got it back, and then it sails wide. Here's Barr for Kadjovic. And here come the Sting through center. Kadjovic will send it in. Sting chasing it down here. It's Barr going to the net. Barr, what a chance! He's stopped by DiVincentis. Somehow still in this game, if he wasn't already tested enough with this North Bay Battalion lineup tonight. Yeah, they're getting absolutely pummeled. It's hard to watch for North Bay fans tonight, that's for sure. Pass back to Wainwright. Turns it over, but got it right back. He'll go to the net with it. Didn't get a shot, though. Romani for Van Steetzl, and another penalty on the play going to the Sting. 8:43 to go here in the second. 6-1 Sarnia. Face off to the right side of the Sting goal. One back. Here's Christopoulos right on. Stopped by Serzicha. Here comes James Barr with speed. No one stopping him. Barr! There's the save by DiVincentis. Here's Brown with it. Brown looks to the front, trying to weave his way away from the Battalion. He does, goes right to the net, and he's shut down. Huge save. DiVincentis had to make some good saves regardless of this being 6-1. Here's Ryan Brown stepping in. Another save by DiVincentis, and he wants to hold on. His team absolutely gassed here tonight. They have a goal to show, but they have not been a threat here today. Here's the face-off left side. One back, O'Mary Wine shoots. Save DiVincentis. Bring that down to Mathern. Van Steetzl. And it looks like at this rate, they're going to keep him in the full game. Why wouldn't you? It is already pretty much over based on the scoreboard and the way the play has been of the Battalion tonight. Bridgewater to Sičić. He has 2 goals on the night. Trying to break up the middle. He'll do just that. Sičić! He's stopped. Trying to get the hat trick. Pass in front. And another huge save by DiVincentis. Wakely to Van Steetzl. Gave that away to Bridgewater. Sending it right back in. Sting on it again. Carter Kostic. Stopped DiVincentis. Bouncer. He's back to it. In the corner. Now to the net. Fed it in front. Mathern. Here's Brown. That's blocked. Another shot. That's way it doesn't go. 30 shots on the night now for the Sarnia Sting. Or is it? It's 29. They're 1 short. 2:53 to go here in the second. 6-1 Sarnia. They've absolutely dominated this game from start to finish. Draw one. Here's Hoover. Looks for a lane. Got one. It's stopped. And DiVincentis comes through again. See the look skyward from the Sarnia Sting as they thought they had another. Well, at this rate, they will have another. It's been nothing but defending for the North Bay Battalion here tonight. Hoover, a backhand. DiVincentis has that. Here's Mathern in the corner. Gave it away to Lukey. Lukey to the net. Scores! Outweights DiVincentis. practice, and it's 7-1 Sarnia. Dylan Wilkie with goal number 1 on the season. This is back-to-back routes in terms of scoring for the Sarnia Sting. 9-7 against Toronto. Came back down from 6, scored 9 in a row, gave up 1 more, but that would be the final. 9-7 over Toronto. Biggest comeback in history for the Sarnia Sting. And now here tonight, 7 goals again as they score. Right back, it's Vale Manis, the former Sting. He'll celebrate about that. But his team down by 5 still as he gets one late here in the second. So face-off back to center, a 7-2 game. At least the Battalion have something else to show rather than a 1 on the scoreboard tonight. Here's Hoover stepping in, he'll shoot. He's stopped and it just slides wide. Kept in, Sting to the attack. Lukey, one last shot, it's wide. We're through 2. Sarnia 7, North Bay 2 after 2. Shots on goal in the game are 33-12 for Sarnia. They lead 7-2 after 40 minutes. Hits are 5-1 North Bay. Power plays 1 for 4 the Battalion. And the Sting with 2 shorthanded goals. We head to the third, 7-2 Sting. Welcome into period 3. Here tonight, the Sarnia Sting and the North Bay Battalion ready to get going on the final period tonight. Draw one back, controlled by Mathern. 33 shots already in the game for the Sting. Romani. Here's Wainwright. 2 at first. Turned it over. Got it back. Now Romani on the giveaway. And Fisher has it. Kicking it around the far boards to Schwint. Couldn't get it out though. Mathern did a good job of keeping it in, and his shot is blocked. Wainwright to Fisher. Here go the Sting again. Lucas Fisher. Breakaway. Scores! Off the post and in. They get it back. It's 8-2. Well, McIver in net now allows his first of the night as it's 8-2 Sarnia. Yeah, McIver in between the pipes. And we knew eventually enough was going to become enough, and finally the North Bay coach says enough and puts in McIver. The third. Here's Romani. Sent back to center. Nelson with it. Sarnia Sting have only one time scored 10 goals in a game. Here's Wainwright to Schwint. Schwint with speed. Breaking in. It's Kai Schwint. He's stopped. Marco Sičić with it. Sičić to the net. Just sent that wide. Wainwright with it. Down low. Waits. Fires. That's stopped. Rebound in front on a knee. Sičić can't clean it up. Here's Romani. All he can do is chip and chase. O'Mary's on it for Sim. Pass to Felak. Here's Zach Felak. Stepping in. Shooting and a good save. McIver. With the rebound. They score. It's Cooper. Away. Or is it Sim actually? There's goal number 9. Back-to-back games with 9 for the Sarnia Sting. This just isn't nice from the Sarnia Sting. We know that it's been a hard time here at home for this team. And tonight is something that you're looking for on home ice. But you have to feel for the North Bay Battalion. Face-off 1. Here's Barr. He'll send in. Sting will chase it down. 9-2 in this third period. As we mentioned, they've only had 10 once. Sim in front. There it is. Number 10. It's Zach Felak. And the Sarnia Sting have double digits on St. Pat's. Hard work down low, and McIver swimming in net. The Sarnia Sting pick up on that and make it 10-2. 10 goals on the afternoon for the Sarnia Sting. When's the last time you heard that? Yet Cornwall's ahead of them in the standings, but Sarnia scoring a lot more than the Cornwall Colts, so it is kind of surprising, but it also comes down to goaltending as well. Cornwall's had phenomenal goaltending this season. It has showed from start to finish in the season so far. Kadjovic to pick it up, 8 to go here in the third period. Arnsby on the giveaway, save made by Serzicha. Mathern. Here's Therian, can't get the shot down low. Kadjovic to Lukey. He'll send it back into the North Bay zone. Sting to the attack again. Sim from an angle. That was blocked. Lukey picks it up. Shoots. Save made. Rebound doesn't go. McIver plays it down to Nelson. It's kept in though. Lukey has Felak. The pass cut. It's kept in on the steal. And now taken back by Arnsby. Here's Therian. Knocked right back out. Felak on it. It's sent in for Ryan Brown. Brown's in! And McIver makes the save. 3:46 to go. 10-2 Sarnia. What a way to cap off the night for the St. Pat's Stream. Sarnia Sting absolutely lighted up here tonight. This one rolls to the side of the net. McIver is going to hold on again. We're down to 3:14 to go. 10-2 game. No one saw this coming. Well, we knew that Sarnia was going to come out with numbers after that 9-7 comeback win against the Wildhounds, but not 10. Big surprise here tonight. Here's Kostic looking for 11, and he just missed it. Way. Hand on it. Here's Ertel. It stays in momentarily. Rye. Just trying to get it out of the zone. North Bay can at least do that. But it's sent right back in by Carter Kostic. Around the boards it goes. It's fed back in. That rolled to McIver. Has to be careful with it. We're down to 32 seconds to go. Sarnia 10, North Bay 2. The first time at home that the Sting have scored 10 goals in a game. Never have we ever seen this. Here's Rye in the corner with it. He's trying to get it out. Has a hard time as the Sting are all over him. They're going to get a penalty on the play. 17.8 seconds left. North Bay will go back to the power play. Not that it matters. Down by 8. 1 for 4 on the afternoon. Here's Nelson. There's the shot. Mathern, it's blocked. And they touch up. It'll be 4-on-4 as a penalty to North Bay on the play. Again, doesn't really matter at this point. It'll be 4-on-4 for 1:55 with only 13 seconds left in this contest. Here's O'Mary, and McIver hold on one last time. 9.5 seconds left. Again, you got to feel for the North Bay Battalion. They got absolutely destroyed here tonight. Outshot 46-14, outscored 10-2. Draw 1 picked up by Mathern. Just trying to hold it in the corner. One last penalty here with 7 seconds. Face off back in Sarnia zone. Marco Sitchett heads off. Sting had 3 early tallies and didn't turn back from that. They had a 5-goal first. Here's a shot. High riser stopped by Serzicha. The Sting take it back behind their nets, and that will do it. The Sarnia Sting rout the North Bay Battalion of a final score 10-2 here on St. Pat's. They improved to 12-4-4 on the season. Just what you want to see from the Sarnia lineup, especially at home. It's been a struggle this year for the Sarnia Sting. This is one of those games that you and your fans need at home. And an absolute dominant performance tonight as they down the Battalion of a final score 10-2. Thank you for joining us tonight for all 5 streams. I should see you again shortly.